Good day, my name is General Mthembu. I work for a business called Mthembu Tissue Converting. My position is a CEO. In Mthembu Tissue, we produce all tissue product from toilet rolls, kitchen towel, hand towel, garage wipes, and facial tissue. Manufacturing has always been my passion since from the time I worked for NAMPAC. It is my passion for the fact that I wanted to be able to contribute to the economy of South Africa, especially in KZN, where I was born and being raised and studied from. And that's basically it, and create jobs in our province and the rest of South Africa. In my experience, past 15 years, it has always been good, I must say, because whenever we started now doing some export, which is closer to the harbour, we also, when you receive some goods or some raw material from overseas, it's closer to the harbour. And then we manufacture here and ship it around Johannesburg, Cape Town, PE, and East London, around South Africa. In our industry in past 15 years, there's a lot has been changed in manufacturing. We've seen a lot of new players coming in, which means create more competition, which is good. But then what it does, it forces you to be creative, it forces you to be efficient in whatever you do. There's a lot of incoming new opposition coming through, which is good. I think it's good for the business because it keeps you on your toes to make sure that you are good in what you're doing. What you do as a business is that to invest in new equipment more efficient than the old ones gives you more opportunity in terms of making sure the quality they produce, the top class. So that's what keeps us going and make sure that we keep on investing to make sure the efficiency is coming through, top quality that is required in our markets, because in this industry, if you're not being creative, you'll find yourself outdumped and being outclassed by opposition. So that's what keeps us going. I mean, we've just recently bought in a new paper mill, which cost us a lot of money, but that's going to help us to close the whole supply chain in making sure that we remain strong in the industry. When it comes to investment, I think 2 years ago, we've invested in a line which cost us about 49 million, right? And the only reason why we do that is we find that the old equipment that we had, it was using too much electricity. So as you know, the whole issue of energy in South Africa, it is a critical issue because Eskom cannot supply us with enough power. So we have seen a saving on that line of about 45% in terms of drop, in terms of electricity usage. So it's one of our strengths in making sure and understand the market, understand what equipment do we need for us to be able to stay in the market and being profitable. It's vitally important, and it's one of the reasons why we said let's get the paper mill that will be able to supply us with raw material, because in doing so we're making sure that the cost of raw material comes down, which then benefits the end user, and also making sure that we stay in business going forward. The sustainability in our sector, it's vitally important, because if you're looking at the industry that we're in, there are very few black manufacturers which deals with this industry. So for us, especially in KZN, it's vitally important that it's sustainable going forward, for us to make sure that we retain jobs that we have and we create more jobs going forward. I mean, you all know that the fact that we, in our country as a whole, before March 26, when the lockdown was announced, we were already sitting on junk status. So the COVID has put the last nail on its coffin to make sure that the business suffers. So it's vitally important for us to stay resolute and making sure that the business is sustainable going forward in order to make sure that we don't lose more jobs in our country. I've been banking with ABSA for 15 years. Since I've started a business, it is a bank that I believe for my business, it has been good to deal with them, because I think for past 15 years, they understand now how we operate. They understand our finances. If we go to them and say, listen, we need money, they try and make sure they give us what we want in order to make sure we maintain our business. So the relationship is good, I must say. I often ask this question about how confident I am about South Africa. In South Africa, if I could answer you in a very short way, is that we need a mixed economy. We need investors, a mixed investors in our country. Purely because if you're looking at our company, it is a South African company. So when it comes to investment, I have no doubt. I don't think twice because I'm a South African. I only have one passport. So for me, it's the only place where we can make it happen and make sure that we turn around the fortune of this country in order to make sure we succeed. So when it comes to investment, I don't think twice. I don't think I'm that scared about our country. And I think it's about time. It's just a matter of time. We'll turn things around. We'll turn the corner. We've been here before and we'll succeed again.